There are a million chocolate chip recipes on the internet, but I promise this is the only one that you'll ever need.
Hey, what's up? My name is Chase Andy and welcome to the channel. If you don't know, I'm on a mission to see the world and experience every possible cuisine along the way. I love food, I love to cook, and the art of it. So follow me on my journey of seeing the world and tasting all the many different flavors and foods it has to offer. So subscribe because we're going to make plenty of memories on this blissful ride.
If we're talking about desserts, we cannot miss a chocolate chip cookie. Its warm and chewy center is complemented by a firm and crispy edge of the cookie. And when done perfectly, it's something that you can never get enough of. So let me show you in today's video how to make the most delicious, unforgettable, and addicting chocolate chip cookies that you'll ever taste. To start, we want to prepare all of our ingredients needed for the cookies. Place a sift on top of a bowl, and then you want to add in 1.5 cups of flour. All purpose is fine for this. Next, 1 teaspoon of salt. For this, I prefer to use kosher salt that is freshly grinded. And lastly, for our dry white ingredients, you're going to add in 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Lift the sieve, let the ingredients fall through, and then mix until combined thoroughly in the bowl. After mixed, sit to the side so we can prepare the rest of our ingredients. Our next part is our chocolate, arguably one of the most important factors in the chocolate chip cookies, and for this, we want to use whole bars and not chocolate chips. The reason we want to use chocolate bars is for 2 reasons. One, a lot of times chocolate chips contain extra additives that aren't in chocolate bars. And 2, the reason why we want to use whole chocolate bars is because it gives our cookies a very unique appearance when baked. 1, that will make your cookie stand out, and 2, it will give it a look and taste that is literally unmatched anywhere else. For the bars, I'm using Ghirardelli 72% dark chocolate for its rich and premium ingredients. But there are other brands like Hershey's or generic brands, store brands, that will do just fine. So take your chocolate bar out of the wrapper and literally just chop it. Like literally just chop it. You want to create semi-small chunks of chocolate and then place them into the bowl, but you want to make sure these pieces aren't smaller or the same size as a regular chocolate chip. When you place them in the bowl, I have one more thing that I want to show you so that you can make your cookies more eye-catching than a standard cookie. Instead of only using 1 type of chocolate bar for this, we're actually going to use 2 types. So the first type is dark chocolate, but the second type is going to be white chocolate. When you use white chocolate, it gives it a nice marbling appearance, and it has a contrast between the black, the white, and the light brown that the cookie already has. So when you bake your chocolate bars, you're going to make sure to choose dark chocolate, white chocolate, and I promise you, something that you will never forget. Place your white chocolate bar on the cutting board and chop it in half. Say 1/2 of the chocolate bar and chop the other half similarly to how you did the first bar. When you're done, place it in a bowl, set it to the side so we can begin to combine our ingredients. Grab a saucepan and place it on medium. To the pan, you want to add in 1 stick of butter and let this melt until it begins to brown and obtain some color. Once there, take it off the heat, place it into a bowl and set it to the side. To a bowl, we're going to combine all of our wet and dry ingredients. To start, add in 1/5 cup of light brown or brown sugar. Next, you're going to add in 1/2 cup of white cane sugar, and then you're going to mix these in together. It's important to note that at this specific time, if you have a stand mixer, this would be the time that you use it, but I don't, so I'm going to use both my hands and mix them together manually. Next, you want to add in an egg yolk and then a whole egg. You want to make sure you mix in between each added ingredient so everything can be thoroughly incorporated. Next, you want to add in 1.5 tablespoons of vanilla extract, And once that's mixed in, we're going to combine our dry ingredients. To the same bowl, mix in your flour, baking soda, and salt from earlier, and mix it until it reaches a Play-Doh texture. You want to make sure not to overmix, as this will and can affect the outcome of our cookies. Once completely mixed in, you're going to cover this with plastic and let chill in the fridge for 1 hour. The longer you wait in the fridge, the better, but 1 hour is sufficient enough to give us good cookies. After an hour, take them out and it's almost time to bake. Once they are out of the fridge, preheat your oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit and grab a baking tray so we can prep for our cookies. You're going to roll your cookies into golf-sized ball spheres and place them on a baking tray with parchment paper, heavily spread apart. You should be able to fit about 4 to 5 cookies on a baking sheet at a time. Don't place them too close together because you'll get cookies that touch and mess up the shape of each other. Once done, place them in the oven and let them bake for 8 to 10 minutes or until they've browned and have reached the firmness of your liking. And just like that, we made the perfect chocolate chip cookies. It's warm, it's delicious, and it's addicting because I promise one will never be enough. Until next time, I hope you enjoy your dessert. I'm Chase Andy, and click the subscribe button in the menu, and don't forget to look at any other videos to my right for other items, recipes, and foods that you may really enjoy.